Good morning, traders. Good morning, fellow traders from every part of the world that you're joining this from. My name is Kefa Eric. You're one of the market analysts here at HFM. HFM, you are number one financial partner and brokerage firm in Kenya and beyond. Now, today we will be putting so much focus on gold. We'll be putting so much focus on gold, and that is because it has started moving differently. We see that it was in a sharp recollection from around when the U.S. election got done, when Trump was announced the winner, or when we started seeing indication of Trump's winning, and we saw that the US dollar gained strength drastically. But we have been seeing a slight change of this direction from the 14th of this month, and we want to see why this happened. Now, it is important to note that the US dollar bearish momentum from the 31st of last month, as we walk into the November 4th election, until on the 14th of this month, was highly attributed to the US dollar gaining strength as a result of Trump winning the US election. And why did it gain strength? It did gain strength as a result of an effect called the Trump's trade, where we see Trump's promises to US citizen of reduction of taxes and less regulation for US-based companies, causing the power of the US dollar to increase drastically. However, this has not been the case from the 14th, 15th, thereabout of this month. We see that the gold has started being in a bullish trend. And why is this? We'll run up a quick summary of the geopolitical events which are happening, causing this. But before I proceed, I would like to mention that this is going to be a pre-recorded YouTube video. You can kindly find it at HFM YouTube channel at HFM Kenya. I repeat, at HFM Kenya. Kindly like, subscribe so that you are not left out on future content that we produce here on a regular basis, to have you as our clients have a smooth transition in your financial journeys. So click the notification button, subscribe, and could also comment to boost the algorithm for this to reach as many people as possible. With that said, the recollection that we are seeing that now gold is in a bullish trajectory or in an uptrend, what has caused this? So over the weekend, we saw quite a number of geopolitical events happening. And remember, to interpret gold, we interpret it, number one, from economic data. If economic data is positive for US dollar, we'll see it going bearish, which has been the case. But number two, gold is also understood majorly from geopolitical events. What do I mean? When we have geopolitical events which causes uncertainties in the world, we will see that gold will be in a bullish trend. Or to simplify uncertainty, I mean anything which causes fear. Okay. Now, of late, to run on a quick commentary of the geopolitical events which has been happening, which majorly move gold, like we have articulated now, we see quite a unique occurrence. Number one, we see that after the US election, now we see suddenly that USA foreign policy on Ukraine-Russian conflict has changed. How has it changed? Before, we saw that US, yes, was supporting Ukraine, but there were constraints or conditions to this support. Number one, don't we saw a restraint of use of USA based weapons by Ukraine before the election, but now after the election, we see that US or the current outgoing president Joe Biden has authorized Ukraine to, has allowed rather Ukraine to use US based missiles. Now, US based missiles are quite powerful. They go deeper into Russian territory. So it is speculated that they can go up to up to 300 kilometers into Russian territory. Now, uh, now we see that's number one. Ukraine using US-based missiles, which are more stronger than Ukraine-based missile. So we see a more powerful Ukraine. Of course, we are going to see Russia reaction to this. So interpretation on that on the charts, we see that gold has been moving on an uptrend because fears have been sent to the market. When fears are sent to the market, investors and central banks would rather put their money in a safe haven, and there is nothing in the world which is more safer than gold. Currencies come and go, but gold stands as a store of wealth. So we see when there is fear, like there is right now of the uncertainties in the Russian-Ukraine war front, gold being starting to be in a bullish trajectory. Now, it is important to note that the incoming president Donald Trump is said not to be supporting the ongoing of the war. In fact, it is said that he had already begun having conversation with the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, to kind of mitigate the war not to continue from where it is right now. So, in fact, he released a statement calling out Joe Biden's agreement to allow Ukraine use US-based weapons. But what are the possible scenarios that we might observe moving forward? Number one, it is important to note that away from the banter, away from the rhetoric, will Putin retaliate, or will Putin retaliate, or will we see this war? Will Putin retaliate, or will we see this war coming to a standstill? As it is right now, it is important to note that away from the banter and rhetoric, we might see that Putin might consider waiting for Trump to come in on 20th of January for them to continue having the talks to mitigate the war. What does this mean on the chart? It means that the bullish trend that we are looking at may continue to be in an uptrend if the war continues, and if that is the case, we might see the emerging bull market come and tap into the 2680.62 in a bullish trend. But if the war is on a standstill, we must see a little bit of consolidation or prices moving to the downside up to the 2536.32 area of support that it had retested right here. We would all agree this is beautiful price action to see fundamentals and technicals working hand in hand. Remember, the Ukraine-Russian conflict is a territorial war. We see Russia wanting to engrave more land to eastern as it moves eastern Europe, but we see retaliation of country is in the western Europe protecting themselves by supporting Ukraine, and we also see the involvement of the United States, which is said to be the police of the world in all this. Our work as retail traders and investors is to know on how we interpret this on the financial charts so that we are able to to maximize on the potentials of this particular information. A lot, just to add on this, we see that North Korean troops are also coming in um, to help Russia, because North Korea is an ally of Russia, they are friends. So we shall be monitoring these activities as they proceed. But as it is right now, Ukraine is much more aggressive to protect its territory and to even try to go deeper into the Russian territory so as to protect its sovereign integrity. As long as this war continues, price will continue being bullish, and we want to see it come and retest the 2681.87. But if Putin chooses to wait for Trump to get into office on 20th January, we might see price either consolidating or uh, price coming bearish to the 35.91 support level. So with that said, let's keep monitoring this. And by any chance, this is not financial advice. This is purely for information purposes. So kindly do your due diligence. Until next time, keep safe, take care, and God bless. See you on the other side of profitability. Thank you.